this knob, the radio knob on this truck, is all screwed out. The power button, you just hear it. Nice sound. Dull sound. Alright, so this thing was all like greased up back here. I don't know what's going on in this truck. I don't drive it. But you even see it over here, like grease is running all over it. This funky, nasty stuff. And I'm thinking that there's actually, I don't know how this switch mechanism works in this particular radio. But I am thinking that there's actually like filth or sticky stuff that is between this white collar and this green piece over here. I don't want to take the radio out. It's raining right now. Anyway, I don't want to take the radio out because it's raining right now, like it always is. And yeah, it's a tricky on-the-spot kind of job. Apparently these just pull right out, but you're not really getting a good grasping on it. And I screwed up my thumb at the junkyard trying to pull out with wearing gloves. I should try the plier method. Yep, right there, plier straight out. A little bit of funk on it. What do we got over here? We got like little contacts. I don't know, we have to shine a light in there. And I guess that just contacts those other yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's all funky in here, sticky. So possibly whatever contacts in there, it's just all gummed up. Let me go get a Q-tip with some rubbing alcohol. I'll clean that all up. Yeah, again, when you're pressing the radio, you have to hold it. It worked, but you always have to hold it instead of just going. Another thing, the people I live with, there's animals, and they always gotta bang everything. So that could be another plausible cause. You have to be gentle on your switches, and you don't put your finger in them a lot either, and then you get the worn out stuff. I've seen my share of nightmares on used automobiles, but stop talking, and let's clean this. That's what gives it the... But the little rubber piece gives it the spring. Those can actually break or tear. We're looking for tears around it. Actually, it might be a tear right there. And that will cause it to not function correctly. I'm seeing a couple tears around it, unless it's supposed to be like that. Might have to get a new button. Alright, now we get some rubbing alcohol. I don't know. Still trying to figure out how that whole thing works. Trying to figure out how this... there's really nothing. We're picking up some stuff though. And I hear voices. Somebody will give me a dislike and say you didn't show everything. Another reason for this, I'm thinking, is that the car just gets so hot here, or the truck, stuff just starts to melt. Because sometimes the plastic, these different materials in your car, it actually will melt in the sun. And when you leave your windows down, the shit gets all sticky. I always leave my windows up, and I make custom sunshades. I made it for this one, but the driver lost it. So I'm not going to remake them again. One-time shot. Yeah, you just gotta clean in here, and it's kind of funky. You do see like the grease and stuff that you're picking up with the Q-tip. I'm thinking that the grease between this little rubber plunger is not allowing it to contact well on the board. All it looks to me, if you can even see that, this looks like there's 4 little contacts on the actual circuit board. You see it right there, that make contact with the plunger. Nothing really looks damaged, nothing looks worn. Maybe one contact looks a little smashed in a little bit, I don't know. And then in the center, that's just the bulb. It has a little bulb condom on it. Well, let's clean all this up, put it back together, see what happens. I think we're all clean. Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, I was looking at this before thinking it was ripped. Now this piece comes out from the main major plastic piece, and there's 3 little keyways, and you just pop them right into place. Oh, look, it popped off. See, that actually could be your issue too. If your radio doesn't go on, perhaps that plunger Just popped out of place. So if anyone has one of these newer Deflock radios and you have a problem, that could be it. Anybody's lost it on the floor. Oh no! Got it. And I see something else here that could be an issue. There's actually 4 cuts in this little plunger, the rubber piece. And like I said, there's 4 cutouts, or 4 contacts rather, that maybe those cutouts have to match up with. So maybe if that turns a little bit, it screws it up. I don't know. It's interesting. I wonder if it should be open with those cutouts or closed. Yeah, this truck's junk. Now we got nothing. Alright, so the problem is that white piece. I swapped it with the bottom one. Works fine. On off. So I need a new little white plunger piece. You can buy the knobs. I'm just gonna have to get a knob. That sucks. Just get the white plunger piece. Or go to the junkyard. Yeah. Alright, so at least that works. So I guess that it's like the keyless remote thing. You see? This guy keeps on going through the keyless remotes. Keeps on clicking them, clicking them, clicking them. You don't do that. You click it once. You click it once. You click it 4 fucking times. Excuse my language, but that's what wears the thing out. So that little rubber piece is bad. Look at that. Bam. So that's all it is. When your radio doesn't turn on. Excuse my language, but that's the deal. I get sick and tired of this shit. I always gotta figure out someone else's problem. And, you know, they'll probably wind up trading in the shit if we can't figure something stupid out later. So let's go put our pieces back on. Live happily ever after. Alright, so actually his knobs are different. This is actually a different plastic than this one. I was trying to put it back together, it doesn't work. So I need a little white plunger piece and I can fix that one. Interesting. We'll get it. At least that's done. Easy as that. That's just a contact. Should probably take this one apart and play with it one more time. Maybe we can get this to work. Maybe.